Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimithy TV. In this video, I've got a really cool one for you guys. We're going to be going over 20 plus iPhone 17 tips and tricks. If you watch till the end, your iPhone's battery will definitely last longer if you implement all of these different steps. You guys will see throughout this video, this is how I have my phone set up after years of tinkering, trying to get the best battery life. This is how you do it. So let's get started. All right, so let's talk about tip number one, which is one of the biggest battery life tips that you can give to pretty much anyone. And that is turning off auto brightness and setting your daily brightness down to just above that first ray of the sun right there. That is how I keep my brightness every single day indoors. This is just bright enough to get anything done that I need. It doesn't look very bright right now just due to the studio lighting here. When I'm chilling at home or researching or playing a game, whatever I'm doing, reading email, this is how I have my phone. It does not burn your retinas out, and it also does not burn your battery out. This is the way to do it. And then if I do go outside, I'll just quickly bump it up, get whatever I need done, and then bring it right back down just to conserve battery life and my eye health. So that is tip number one here, and it is a big one. I'll show you guys how to turn off auto brightness here later in the video. Apple made it a little more complicated, but I'll show you guys an easy way to do it. Tip number two is to use dark mode whenever possible. So I have it off for the video, but I always keep dark mode turned on because any black pixel that you see on the screen that's black is turned off on these newer iPhones. So that is saving a ton of battery. If you add it up throughout the day, all the pixels that are just completely turned off, that is saving you a ton of battery life. Turn on dark mode. And plus, who uses their phone in light mode anyway? That's just weird. All right, now let's hop into settings and we're gonna make a couple of changes in here. First things first, scroll down until you see battery, click on that. Scroll down just a bit here and you will see battery percentage. Make sure that is turned on. That is gonna give you that little battery percentage icon up there in the top right of your screen. And this will help you monitor your battery a little bit better and is a lot more useful than just seeing that. So turn on battery percentage, that's the first tip. Next, go ahead and click on battery health. Make sure that your battery health is good. Make sure your maximum capacity is above 85%. Once it gets below 85%, you're really gonna notice your phone slowing down. And you're also gonna notice the battery life suffer. Check your cycle count and your manufacturer date, especially if you bought a used phone. This is something to check before you actually buy it and hand over the money. Make sure you check that stuff. Next, click on charging, and you're gonna want to set a charge limit if you want. Me personally, I keep my phone on 100% because I paid for 100% of my phone, so I'm gonna use 100% of the battery. But if you're worried about reselling your phone someday, or I don't know, you just don't wanna spend the $100 to get a new battery, you could nerf yourself and drop it down to like 80%, 90%. But I prefer keeping it at 100 and then keeping optimized battery charging turned on. This means that your phone will only charge up to 100% when it knows you're about to like wake up in the morning so that it's not sitting at 100% all night. Turn off clean energy charging. It is a gimmick. And by the way, you do not need to have significant locations turned on for this to work. I get asked this all the time. There's other big YouTubers that are spouting myths. You can turn off significant locations and optimized battery charging will still work. I promise you, I've been using it for years without significant locations. Backing up here, click on power mode. Now here you need to understand something. There is a new setting in here called adaptive power. If your phone has this, I personally keep it off. But basically it says when your battery usage is higher than usual, iPhone can extend your battery life by making performance adjustments, aka slowing down your phone, as well as lowering display brightness, allowing some activities to take longer, again, slowing down your phone, or turning on low power mode at 20%. I keep that off. I'm able to modulate my phone on my own. I am a human being. I have a brain. I'm okay. I don't need this. But if you're a kid or just someone that doesn't think about their phone very often, you can turn that on if you want, and only use low power mode if you're below 30 or 20%. Do not be one of those people that keeps low power mode on 24/7. It throttles your phone. Why would you do that? You paid for this phone. Use it at full speed. I don't understand people that keep that on all the time, unless you're going like to a remote cabin or something and you're not gonna have a charger for a few days. But if you're doing that, turn on airplane mode so that your phone doesn't try to find service in the middle of nowhere. All right, now while we are in here, Apple completely redesigned this whole battery screen and they made it very easy to find outliers, okay? So what you wanna do is you wanna go through this and you wanna see if there's any outliers on this graph. So you guys can see when I charged my phone and when it was discharging, what I was doing, playing some games. So this is already pointing it out to me like, hey, this used more battery than usual. And it's putting it, bright orange, like in my face to make sure that I actually use these apps and that I actually want them using all of this battery power. Of course I do, because these are all things that I use, but you want to go through all of these and just scroll through them and just see what's using all your battery life and make sure that it makes sense. If it's some shady app that's running in the background, this is how you're gonna spot it, okay? All right, as promised, I'm gonna teach you guys how to turn off auto brightness. So what you gotta do is you gotta go into accessibility, then scroll down to display and text size, then scroll all the way down and you will see auto brightness. I don't know why they buried it here in the settings. It's very cumbersome to get to, But there you go. You guys can turn that off. And by the way, while you're in here, you can turn on display pulse smoothing. If you have one of the newer iPhones, Basically, if you have PWM sensitivities, this should help that. And I don't really notice a difference. I just turned it on for the heck of it. But I've heard it helps some people's eyes when they get strained from the PWM. Next, this is probably the second biggest tip on this entire list. So I hope you've been paying attention to this video. Go into Settings, General, and scroll down until you see Background App Refresh. Click on that and make sure that this is turned off. You don't need it. This will not stop your notifications. This has nothing to do with that. Turn this off. You don't need your apps refreshing in the background, your TikTok feeds, refreshing while you're not even on the application. Turn off background app refresh. Your battery will thank you. All right, another big one here. This is probably number 3 on the list. Make sure that your iPhone is up to date. Go to General, Software Update, and make sure that you have the latest and greatest iOS version installed. Reason being, Apple is constantly putting out fixes, not only for security patches, but also for battery life improvements, because there's all types of bugs in iOS. I'm sure you guys have encountered them, and Apple is constantly trying to patch those, and these patches should help your battery life as you upgrade. Now, one other thing, obviously, if you don't upgrade, I know there's some people out there that are terrified of updating their phone. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm terrified of not updating my phone. My background is in cybersecurity, and I know for a fact that the hackers are using old exploits on older iOS versions to hack into people's phones. Every single new iOS version that Apple releases patches old security vulnerabilities. So update soon after Apple releases those. I know some people want to wait a month, that's fine. But if you're like 3 versions behind, like 3 years behind on major updates, your phone is vulnerable and your battery life probably sucks as well. So make sure you're up to date. All right, this next tip is not going to make sense to some people, but I'm going to explain. Head into Settings, General, and click on iPhone storage and see how much storage space you have left on your phone. Now you guys can see mine is almost full actually. And what you want is you want to have at least a quarter of this open at all times. It doesn't look like I'm quite at a quarter, so my battery life is probably not as good as it could be simply because of all of this junk. So what I need to do is I need to go through my GoPro app, delete some of that, and then offload some photos. Other than that, I'm not really having any issues because this is a brand new 17 Pro. But if you're having battery issues, you want to make sure that a quarter of this is open at all times, at least. If you have half of it open, that's even better. But you want to have as much space open as possible. Now, you're probably wondering, how does that have any bearing on my battery at all? The reason is because once your storage is pretty full, your phone is going to constantly be swapping out memory caches within your RAM on your iPhone. If you don't have much space left, it's going to cycle those over and over and over. And every time it does that, it uses battery life. And eventually it's going to slow down your phone as well. But it's going to heat up your phone. It's going to waste a bunch of battery. So just make sure you have a little bit of space open. I mean, even I'm cutting it close. I don't notice any battery issues, but you want to keep, rule of thumb is 25% open at all times. So if you got some junk on your phone, go ahead, offload it, get it off there. Your battery will thank you. Now, this next one is something that I know most people are guilty of. They don't reboot their phone. Now, there's multiple reasons from a cybersecurity perspective to reboot your phone. For example, the fact that if there is malware, most iPhone malware is gone after a reboot. Did you know that? Most people don't. If you feel like your phone's infected at any point, all you have to do is press volume up, press volume down, and then press and hold the power. Again, press volume up, press volume down, and then hold power. I'm gonna do it on camera for you guys just to show you how easy this is. I have a whole video going over this, but volume up, volume down, press and hold. And you're gonna keep holding just the power button. That's the only thing I'm holding right now. Keep holding it. Do not slide that. Just keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. It's gonna go black. Keep holding it. Do not let go. Keep holding it until you see the Apple logo. Now you let go. Boom. That's a hard reboot on your phone. This does not hurt your phone at all. I recommend doing this 1 time per week. If you're a journalist or a high profile individual, you want to do this more often. If you even have an iPhone, like probably daily or every few hours. But if you are just a normal person, 1 time per week, this clears out a bunch of junk files. It helps your battery recalibrate. And if you did have some malware somehow, which is pretty rare, but if you did, it'll clear it out in like 99% of the time. So definitely reboot your phone, and that is the way to do it once per week. This next tip will not only save you battery life, but it will save your sanity. Head into Settings, scroll down until you see Notifications, click on that, and go through and turn off any notification that you do not need. You're gonna turn it off completely. The badges, the vibrations, the sounds, everything. You're just gonna click on it and make sure it says off. And this is also a good time as you're going through this to say, you know what, do I really need this app? And you can go ahead and turn off those notifications. This will save you sanity, especially if you have one of those annoying apps that constantly bugs you like, hey, open me up, open me up. Every time that you get a notification, your phone has to light up. It pulls information from a server and it puts a little badge on your phone. It vibrates, it makes a noise, wastes tons of battery that people don't even think about. So turn off notifications that you don't need. Next up, this one's pretty crazy that it's on by default. You're gonna want to scroll down until you see Privacy and Security. Click on Location Services and scroll all the way to the bottom. Click on System Services and get yours to look similar to mine. This is the optimized way to use this, especially if you use any of these like compass calibration. I like mine to be on. It obviously needs to use location to figure out true north, based on my longitude and latitude. Emergency calls, SOS, find my iPhone, and home. In-app web browsing does not need my location. Satellite connection, sure. Suggestions does not. Significant locations off. These two can be on, but make sure these at the bottom are off all the time. You do not want your phone sending all of this location information to Apple. They claim it's anonymized. I don't believe it. Anything can be de-anonymized these days. So turn all these off. Now the next tip, scroll back one time and go through all of your apps and make sure none of them are set to always. None of them. I only have, I think, one app that's set to always, and it's V1 Driver here, which I'm familiar with the developer and I know it's not doing anything weird, but anything here that you don't want always having your location, you should never have it always on. I see people all the time with the little arrow triangle at the top letting people know that, hey, your phone is using your location right now, and they have nothing up that needs their location. It's apps in the background tracking them 24/7 and sending their location to who knows where, what server, probably selling their location data somewhere. So go through these, make sure they're not set to always. If they are, if you do need it, set it to while using so that you can actually use the app, while you're using it. But once you close the app, it's turned off for good. Because you remember that other tip we just told you about, turning off background app refresh? That'll help this as well. So make sure they're set to while using or never. Next up, you're gonna wanna watch our other video right here. That is going to teach you guys how to block all advertisements on your phone. Every ad, no more ads. That is the video to watch. Watch it after this one. I have it linked down below so you guys can easily get to it after this video. What many people don't know is every time that you see an advertisement, your location data is sent to those ad servers as well as your device information. On top of that, it is wasting your battery life, making all these network calls that you're not even thinking about every time you see an ad. Next up, this one can be kind of sneaky. You're gonna go into settings, scroll down until you see display and brightness, click on that. And obviously keep it in dark mode like I already said. Then scroll down just a bit until you see auto lock. Click on that and set this to 5 minutes. If you set it to 30 seconds, you're gonna get annoyed that your screen is constantly dimming and locking. If you set it to never, you could accidentally leave your phone on like this and it'll kill your battery. And on top of that, it could give your screen burn-in, which would be really bad. If you don't know what burn-in is, you're lucky, but if you leave an OLED display on full brightness all the time, pixels can burn into the screen and it's pretty much permanent damage at that point. So keep it set to 5 minutes. So if you do forget your phone somewhere, it's gonna lock on its own. It's a security feature as well as a battery saver. Next up, I bet you never thought about this one, but every time that you're on 4G or 5G, your phone is using an extra radio and it costs way more battery life to use those signals instead of Wi-Fi. So if you have Wi-Fi available, hop on Wi-Fi. It will save your battery life at least 25%. In fact, PhoneBuff just put out a video today going over this. I've known about this for years, but did a more scientific test and it was a 25% battery increase just by being on Wi-Fi. 25%. That is a lot longer. And if you're in an area with poor signal, being on Wi-Fi can save you probably upwards of 50% battery because your phone's constantly trying to connect to a better 4G or 5G signal and it can't. Moral of the story, stay on Wi-Fi when you can. Your battery will last a lot longer. Another sneaky one is poorly performing VPNs can also waste your battery. I use a reputable one, iVPN, but I also use Proton VPN. I'll have links down below if you want to check out Proton, but I personally like iVPN right now. But if you have a bad VPN, which there are plenty of them on the App Store, if it's got a slow connection, that can adversely affect your battery life. Next up, I should have mentioned this earlier, but for some reason it was on my list here at the end. You're gonna want to go into settings, scroll down until you see privacy and security and click on tracking. Turn this off, you don't need it. Any app that tries to con you into turning this on is tricking you. Basically, this allows them to track you much more precisely, so turn this off. The ad companies will hate you, but your battery life will love you. Anyways, guys, those have been the 20+ battery life tips and tricks for the iPhone 17 series. If you like this video, please hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe. I have more tips and tricks videos coming soon, so stay tuned for those. Thumbs up, subscribe, peace.